What's up guys? In this video, we are going to go over all of the video equipment that I use and bring with me when I'm on the road traveling by way of motorcycle and working on a video project. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, stick around. It's going to get interesting. You might be surprised at some of the results you can get by using some of this gear. Let's get started. So I'm going to Las Vegas, but it's not going to be the typical Las Vegas style trip that I'm accustomed to.
Phil, there is a tiger in the bathroom!
What's going on?
It's going to be a little bit different. I'm actually going to Vegas this time for a convention. It is called WPPI. It is a wedding and portrait photography thing. But for right now, I thought let's go over the gear that I bring with me whenever I'm traveling on my motorcycle. Maybe it'll give you some ideas or some tips and tricks along the way to help you out on your next traveling adventure. Guys, if you enjoy any part of this production, all I ask is that you hit that thumbs up button down below. Help spread this message on to others, and let me know down in the comments, what is some of your favorite gear that you like to bring out on the road when you're traveling light by way of motorcycle. Now, all of the gear that I'm going to talk about today is listed in the comments section down below. They are affiliate links, which means I get a small kickback at no charge to you if you click on those links. But I want to help you out. I want to show you the gear that I bring with me, and maybe you're getting into this or you're looking to upgrade your current system. But here's the stuff that I bring with me every time, and I've really crunched it down to be able to get the best quality video and also pack light. So let's get into it. So I have two main cameras that I always bring with me. One is the Nikon Z6 Mark I, which I'm filming on right now. That is my main vlogging camera. Probably a different video altogether on why I choose this camera as a vlogging camera. For my B-roll and slow motion and still photography, I am on the Nikon Z6 Mark II, and I'm going to be bringing that on this trip because obviously I'm going to a photography thing. But the Mark II is a fantastic camera. It can shoot 60 frames a second in 4K, and I'm just a huge fan of the Nikon Z system. I think it's the best hybrid camera system that you can get, and it works perfect for me. Now, as far as lenses are concerned, I typically have my Warhorse ready to go all the time, which is my 24-70 f2.8. This lens is just a great run and gun shoot. Predominantly, almost everything I film in my B-roll segments is done on this lens, but I do have a few others I bring with me. Another lens I bring is my Nikon 35mm 1.8. Fantastic low light lens so that when I'm working in darker environments, it just performs well for me. I also have with me my 85mm 1.8 Viltrox lens, which is also fantastic in low light and just allows me to capture videos in just all different settings. So when it comes to tripods, I have two that I always bring with me. One is my GorillaPod, and this thing right here is great for wrapping around trees and branches and just getting creative with your shots. More specifically, it's dual purpose because it can be a great vlogging stick, and it just gives that right amount of distance. It's comfortable, it's easy to use. I mean, sometimes these things are a little bit of a pain to open and close, and there's other systems out there that you can use, but I have this as both a vlogging setup and for a tripod when I'm just running and gunning. I also bring a travel tripod with me, extends, it's 56 inches, and it's made by Taika. So I have both those tripods with me so that I can have different environments and different setups, and then still photography, and maybe if I'm going to be doing a behind the scenes shoot as well. The Taika compacts really small, and it's easy to store. So when it comes to my action cams, I have two of them that I bring with me. I have my GoPro Hero 8 still working very well. This is always in the bag. And then I have the GoPro Hero 9, which is on this little GoPro mount, which I have on the bike, so when I'm traveling around and just doing B-roll shots, I can get multi-angles, just clip it onto the bars, it's good to go. One of the main pieces of equipment, as you guys know if you watch this channel, that I absolutely love and is always with me is got to be my drone. This is the Mavic Air 2, and just phenomenal drone footage, compacts nice and small, everything inside this bag, 3 batteries, the controller, the charger. This is always in the bike at the ready, and I love my drone shots. So as far as editing on the road and getting video projects out while I'm traveling and editing the photography stuff, I use For you PC people out there, if you're a Mac, you're probably going to be like, I don't care, I have a Mac, because you love Mac. But I am a PC user, and I have the HP Omen 15.6-inch screen, just a really good, affordable laptop that can handle Adobe Premiere Pro and Lightroom Classic and all the other programs that I use when I'm doing my projects. So yeah, always have this with me. And as far as accessories are concerned, the accessories that I always bring with me that can actually make or break your project, number one being my ND filters. These ND filters will make or break your project when it comes to getting that really good cinematic footage. Even the drone has got Polar Pro ND filters on it, and it just allows me to keep the shutter speed where I want it and the aperture where I want it to bring a cinematic style look. So for the GoPros, I have 3 batteries each. I've never needed more than that. So some of the things to think about, you're going to need more than 1, but I use 3. I also edit everything off of an external hard drive. This is the Samsung T5 SSD 1 terabyte drive. I have a few of these, and they are small, compact, and everything is edited off this drive. Therefore, it doesn't tie up any system resources on the laptop or the computer. And that also allows me to transfer back and forth from out on the road to my main editing computer just by using one hard drive. I highly recommend it. It's much easier if you use an external drive versus a hard drive that's based inside the computer. It gives you more flexibility. So obviously when you're traveling on a motorcycle, you have to travel pretty compact. There's really no way that you're gonna be able to bring all video production gear or things that I would want hang on. I'm not going to be able to bring sliders, and I'm not going to be able to bring stabilizers such as this fly cam. I absolutely love this fly cam, but it's bulky, it's awkwardly shaped. Even when breaking it down to fit inside of a saddlebag, it just takes up so much room that I've decided to ditch it. Now, as far as the camera gear that I just showed you I bring with me on my trips, I've gotten fantastic results. All this stuff was used in the Stubborn American video. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll go ahead and link it right up here. And of course, everything that you just saw was the 100% production of Sturgis Doesn't Care. Nothing more, nothing less. All those cameras were used in Sturgis Doesn't Care. So you're able to put together a good quality project just with that gear that I laid out for you. And I believe I've narrowed it down to where with just this camera gear, I can pretty much accomplish any project. So I don't know, you guys tell me, what do you think down in the comments below? What are you taking with you? What are you leaving out? What is the gear that you want to use or maybe are thinking about purchasing in the future? Let's help each other out in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Ride safe, be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one.